Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show. We are here and live talking about WWE Smackdown. It is the review show. And also we have the AEW Bracket Tag Team Championship Tournament. So we're going to go to that too. You know how much I love AEW, folks. If you can get the sarcasm on that, that'd be great. But we are going to talk about it anyway because it is news. It is something that we're going to get brought up, and I'm going to get to the AEW stuff first, and then we'll get to Smackdown and talk about the championships, or talk about what happened. So, we do have the tournament, and here we go. We're going to announce the brackets. So on the quarterfinals, that's going to be on the 9th and the 16th on TNT. It's the Young Bucks against Private Party. It's the Lucha Brothers against the Jurassic Express. It's the Best Friends against SoCal Uncensored. And the Dark Order gets a bye. So the only thing I have to say about this is it's kind of silly to me that they would book what looks like the semifinals are going to be the Bucks against the Lucha Brothers because, of course, they're going to push themselves. Which is, a rematch from the All Out. And then if SoCal Uncensored wins, great. But if the Best Friends win, then again it's a rematch. And I just, think two rematches would be kind of silly. So, the look is like that. And then the finals, of course, will be on the 30th, the day before Halloween, on TNT. So they're not going to go to the pay-per-view with it. Hopefully they'll get a good defense at the pay-per-view. But that is the AEW Tag Team division. No LAX. No other teams. 7 teams in there. I'm a little disappointed in the AEW. But we'll see what happens when it comes to what you bring to the dance, because so far, not impressed. Alright, so we go to Smackdown, WWE Smackdown. Now, I do have to let you know before we get to the wonderful Smackdown event that happened last night from Atlanta, Georgia State Farm Arena. I do have to say that tonight is NXT's debut on the USA Network. We will be live tomorrow to talk about that and to give you guys a review of what happened at NXT on USA Network. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited about that. It starts the Wednesday Night War because it's the first shot. It's the first deal right out of the gate, and I'm looking forward to it. So we get started with the New Day and the Revival the New Day versus the Revival and Randy Orton. I don't think the New Day was going to team with the Revival, but whatever. The new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Revival. I love these guys. They are just phenomenal wrestlers. I probably got to buy a thesaurus and come up with more terms than, spectacular. However you want to say it. They are a great team. Of course, they're the best team. They're top guys, as they call themselves. So, the New Day came out, and Kofi comes out to face off against his partner that he faced off, or opponent that he faced off at Clash of Champions, Randy Orton. And you figured something was going to happen there to push the Randy Orton-Kofi match for a third time. It did not happen, however, as it was a good match, a solid match between all 6 guys, but at the end of the day, Kofi ends up hitting the Trouble in Paradise on Scott Dawson for the pin and the win, and then you hear the music, and it is the music of the Beast, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman come out. Heyman challenges on the authority of his client, challenges Kofi to a match at the premiere of Smackdown on Fox on Friday the 4th. And Kofi says, sure, let's go, let's do this. And the match is going to happen, folks. SmackDown premiere on Fox is going to be Kofi Kingston versus the Beast Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. Now, Sasha Banks and Bayley had a discussion backstage with Kayla Braxton. The only reason I bring this up is, there's Kathy Kelly, there's Kayla Braxton, there's another one that I can't even remember what her name is. I lost it. But, they don't have personality to them, Give these announcers a little bit of personality. Don't give them too much like they did Cole and Jerry Lawler and have that fight at WrestleMania. That was terrible. But give us personality. That's what we want in our announcers. That's why we loved Mean Gene for so many years. He had it. Alright, so not really a lot to talk about with the Sasha and Bayley talk. They talked about the match with Charlotte Flair. So nothing huge on that. Rowan did have a backstage interview with Eric Rowan. I won't call him Eric Rowan from now on because Rowan and Roman just kind of that doesn't work. Yeah. So Rowan had a discussion with Michael Cole, talked about not wanting to be in the background anymore, not wanting to be a puppet. The guy is super smart. He is a Minnesota boy, so gotta give him a shout out for that. And I'm interested to see what happens when they move forward. I would love to see Rowan do something good, and hopefully that's what happens. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ali. Now I say versus Ali. This wasn't even a match. It was scheduled as a non-title match, but Nakamura and Sami Zayn just beat him up. That's the way it works. They just beat him up. So you're going to see Nakamura and Ali probably at Hell in a Cell. It'd be a great pre-show match, I think. I'm not sold on Ali too much. And I like the Nakamura-Zayn connection. I'd like to see that go at least to the Royal Rumble. So, we'll see what happens with that. But I'm not sold on Ali, folks. Then you had Kevin Owens walk through the crowd. Shane McMahon at the same time gets served papers. He comes up to the ring. They go to break. He comes up to the ring and talks about how it was one of the biggest lawsuits in history. What he got served by Kevin Owens. Owens will get awarded $25 million if he wins this. Folks, I'm not sold on the fact that anybody's going to get $25 million. I in this world of open contracts and everything else, we know that a lot of the guys, bigger guys, get paid $3-4 million a year. So this termination suit thing is not suspending my disbelief. I like Shane. I like Kevin Owens. I think that they have a good connection where they can fight. But they have for such a long time that I think they can go other places with it. I can't even talk today. Kevin Owens has a valid argument. However, they have not brought up the fact that he never actually asked for the belt. So, I don't know where they want to go with this. I don't know where they're going to go with this. I mean, if Owens gets $25 million, then he might have a new gimmick of being a rich guy and blah blah blah. I'm interested to see how it takes place and how they get to where they go, and hopefully it's entertaining, because so far it's not. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there for right now. Not really caring. Charlotte Flair faced off against Sasha Banks. Before the match, Ric Flair was in the back with Charlotte. That was cool. Even if lawsuits happening, I think that Ric Flair will at least spend time with his daughter, and they'll give him that, because he's freaking Ric Flair. Now, maybe they had a meeting. So many people are saying, oh my goodness, I can't believe he went back there because he's suing him. Who cares? They've been having a meeting with his daughter, and he's freaking Ric Flair. Offset from Amigos was wearing a robe and introduced the Queen, Charlotte Flair, which was cool. Give this rapper guy a push a little bit. Good friends with Ric Flair, so hey, why not? Bayley comes out with Sasha, and the match, they are going to throw together a great match. Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair had the first Hell in a Cell match. They're always going to throw together a good match. And, it ended with a fluke. Bayley ran in, attacked her for the DQ. That sounds familiar. Didn't that happen with Ziggler? So, go WWE for recycling things a night later. Then, Banks and Bayley were double teaming Charlotte Flair until Carmella comes out and knocks down Sasha Banks. Now, Carmella and Bayley are friends. They said that on the commentary, and I'm wondering what's going to happen there. I guess Carmella's going to, go in this whole thing and get a good push. She needs one. The R-Truth stuff, got her a lot of TV time though. So, yeah, it's iffy. If she can make that time happen, that's cool. Baron Corbin got the King of the Ring throne and robe. Put on the all of the garb of being king, and calls out Chad Gable. And he talks about his height, and he keeps on making jokes at him. And then Gable attacks Corbin, tackles him into the throne, which breaks right away. I thought that was kind of funny. And just starts whipping him with all the stuff, all the king stuff. In one moment, he grabs a scepter. He smacks him in the stomach with it. And part of it flies off. And I was thinking, oh man, it just flew into the crowd. I hope nobody got hurt from that. That happens every now and again in wrestling, folks. Something flies off into the crowd. It's going to happen when you use weapons, but still, it was pretty bad. Corbin got beat up, and interesting. So the crown got stepped on. This feud isn't over, and I'm excited for that. Heavy Machinery against the B Team. Not too much to say around here. Pretty excited that Otis is getting a push, or at least a win on TV, so I think that's important enough. I say bring him to Raw, keep the Authors of Pain on SmackDown, let good matches happen. Authors of Pain and Revival, man, they would tear the house down. So that's where I'm kind of looking on that. Heavy Machinery gets the pin and the win over Bo Dallas with the B Team. Then the announcers talked about Lesnar and Kingston as a big match. I'm excited for that match. I really, really am. So, big time shout out to book that match. Daniel Bryan comes out, talks about how he was abused by the fans for them saying that he attacked Roman Reigns when he didn't. He said he never lied to the fans, which was kind of a cool deal. You're not saying that you're a good guy or a bad guy. You're just saying that, hey, you're a guy out there trying to make a difference and do things, and the crowd wants to give you the business and say that you did bad. So while I totally appreciate the good work that Daniel Bryan did, Rowan comes out and didn't appreciate that. He's sick and tired of hearing Daniel Bryan, and Bryan said there's nothing you can do to me physically that will hurt me more than breaking up our friendship. And that to me, that was such a written line. if it wasn't a written line, Daniel Bryan, it's just, I don't know what the hell he's thinking. But Luke Harper attacks him from behind. They are having a little double team, which, happens in wrestling all the time. And then Roman Reigns comes out, sets up. This will, of course, set up Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan in the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view against Rowan and Harper. Now, I don't know where they want to go with this. It sounds kind of weird to me. I want to know more of the story, but it just is what it is. So, Rowan and Harper get a big-time push. Hey, if Lesnar wins the title, or if Kingston wins the title and needs to beat up another monster, Rowan is right there around February time. Give him a big push. Harper, I said push a lot today. But we'll just see where they move forward on the story. And I'm interested, but I'm not sold. I think that this whole trying to kill Roman Reigns thing just did not sell me on anything. So we'll just see. So that has been the SmackDown review and also the AEW bracket reveal. I hope that you enjoyed the Scott Show podcast. We are here live almost every single day. I do take breaks, but we are here and live. We have 14 different channels. I got the food conversation happening today about coffee. Workout with the Scott Show. The results from last night's gym session. Dear Lord. And we also have the Scripture with Scott Show. We're going to do something special day with that. And talk about our NFL picks, which I'm really excited about. That's one of my favorite shows to do. So we'll catch you tomorrow here live on the Scott Show. We're doing NXT on USA Network, the first night of the Wednesday Night Wars. Check that out and join thescottshow.com. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you here real soon on thescottshow.com.